Hello guys, it's my pleasure to welcome you to my channel Excel Graphics and Multimedia. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you guys how you can type around a circle using Adobe Photoshop. So without wasting much of our time, so let me open up my Adobe Photoshop and see how we get it done fast and simple way. Alright, so what I'm going to do is to make a page size by come to the top here. I will right click on this place and I'll click on new document. Right, so as you can see here, the page size is 1000 pixels by 1000 pixels, and with that you come down below here and click on create. Alright, so having make a new page like this, so the next thing you have to do is to go to the home tab here and look for fill, and you come down below here and check for snap. So you make sure this is checked, and also make sure that you look for snap to, and make sure you snap to guide. So with that, you are good to go. All right, so the next thing you have to do is to go back to the home tab here and click on fill again. And then when you click on fill, then you look for new guide. So from this point here, I'm going to make this a 50%. So 50% vertical, and I click on OK. Then I have to go back to the home tab again, go back to fill, and new guide. So now I'm going to change to horizontal, then we'll type in a 50% or so. And I'll click on OK. Now you have your page divided in equal way. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to go to my toolbar here, and then I will right click on the toolbar and I'm select ellipse or circle. So having selected the circle, what you have to do is to come to the center point here and press on your keyboard. So when you press Alt Shift key on your keyboard and then you drag, sorry, so I'm going to delete it. So when you drag like this, you're going to have something like this. But when you press Shift key and alternative key on your keyboard, so everything move from the center point. So now this is exactly what you are going to do. When you press that Shift key and alternative key on your keyboard, the circle will move from the center point and you'll be able to enjoy the top. So one other thing I'm going to do next is that I have to go back to my toolbar again. Then this time around, I'll select my type tools. So when you select your type tools, then you can come to the home tab here and change the color. So in this regard, I'm going to change this color to, let me try and change it to this type of blue. Then I click on OK. Then, so now the next thing you have to do is to take your mouse to the circle. And when you take it to the circle, you notice that your mouse is going to turn to something like a wavy stuff. So that is when you can now start to type. So in this regard, I will just click once, and then when you click once, then you begin to type. So now I'm going to type, let us type. All right, so now I'm going to press Ctrl A to highlight the whole text. Then I can come to the home tab here and I'm increase the font size to, let me try and see, oh, this is much. Then go back here and let me make it 30%. Let's see. So still much. Go back and let me make it 14%. All right, so let me try make it 16. All right, so now let us type, right? So in this regard, I'm going to click on my pick tools to accept. So now we have something like this. But now what we're going to do is that we need to position this text, right? So to do that, you have to come back to your toolbar here and look for part selection. So I'm going to click on this place and I'll select my part selection. So when you select part selection, that is only when you can drag and move your text around. So let's see. I'm trying to move it around. Okay. So let me go back here and select my part selection. Then this is when I can drag. Okay, so you can drag and try to position the text based on your choice. Okay, so I think I'm satisfied with this now. Then I'll go back to my type tools again, and I will triple click on the text. Then I'll come back to my home tab here. I'm trying to increase the font size. Okay, Control A to highlight everything. Then trying to increase the font size by 2. Okay, so I still have to go back to my direct selection now and try to drag it backward. All right, so one other thing we can do here is that we have to come back to our layer panel here, and before that we need to click on this circle here. Then we make a new layer. So when you make a new layer, so you have to go back to our toolbar here and we select another circle. So when you select a new circle, you have to come from the center and drag. So when you drag, you have to get something like this. Then with that, you press Shift key and Alt key on your keyboard, and you drag all over. So this depends on the size of the shape you are trying to draw. So I'm satisfied with this type shape right here. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to close this. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to head on to my toolbar again and select my type tool. So when you select my type tools, then the same procedure, you notice something like this, then you click on type. So then I'm going to type, let us type in a circle. Boom. So at this point now, the next thing I'm going to do is to go back to my toolbar here and select my part selection tools. And at this point, you should be able to drag and drag inward your text like this, and try to position it in the right way you would like it to have your text. So this is it. Now, one other thing I'm going to do here is that I'm going to select all the text now. So I'll go back to my toolbar again. Sorry, Ctrl Z. So I'm going to back to my toolbar. Then I'll click on the text. Then I'll press Ctrl A to highlight the text. So one other thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to press Alt on my keyboard and my forward arrow key just to create a spacing between the text. So something like this. So I'm trying to create a spacing, and so this depends on exactly what you're trying to achieve as far as the type in the circle in Adobe Photoshop is concerned. So at this point here, I'm satisfied with the position. Then I'll go back to my direct selection, my selection parts, and drag to position the text in a perfect manner. So let me zoom the camera so that you can see. Oh, sorry, Ctrl Z. I'm trying to. All right. So I think I'm satisfied with this type of result right here. So now this is how you type around a circle using Adobe Photoshop. So if you have any question as far as this tutorial is concerned, please put your question in the comment section down below. And if you are enjoying this tutorial, please subscribe to this channel for more important video like this in Adobe Photoshop. So thanks you guys for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.